Greetings and welcome back to Satisfactory. Alright, in our first episode, we of course landed on this planet and we set up shop here. It's got a lot of things we need and we're well on our way to upgrading our hub. Here, we've done some upgrades on it. We have access to lots of things, including of course our equipment workshop here, which we build our auto miners in. We have auto miners over there. We have another one sitting on the iron over there, and we have one up on the iron, the copper, way up there. But you know what? That is the extent of our automation so far. And you know what? We've been doing everything manually. Everything else, I mean, I go over, I grab the iron ore, I'm putting it over here, I make it into ingots and plates and stuff. It's kind of manual, and it's really starting to become a little bit on the tedious side too, especially if we look at our next hub upgrade, right? All right, we're going to be doing the fourth hub upgrade here. It's going to give us some very important stuff here. The miner and storage. Very important. If we're going to have true automation, we need those, right? But if you look, we need 100 iron plates. We need 75 iron rods. Okay, we already have the concrete and we have the cable, but this is really going to be tedious if we do it manually, right? So I don't want to do it manually. So the time has come for automation. All right, so what is automation going to look like? All right, first let's go over here. Now, we don't have the miner available to us yet, so we have to kind of use this guy, right? I'm just going to grab it now. So what we're going to do, though, is I don't like turning it into ingots. It's kind of tedious, you know? So what we're going to do is we are going to make a smelter. So I'm going to hit the Q button, and we're going to make a smelter. All right, so this is a smelter. Now, if you'll notice, it's got an in and an out. Right? Because basically you're going to have conveyor belts carrying the product through there. In this case, ore is going to go in through the orange side, and you have ingots coming out through the other one, the green side. So what I want to do is I am planning ahead because I know I'm going to have a miner there. So I'm going to put this like here. Okay, and I'm going to turn that off because. All right, is that pretty well lined up? You know what? That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. All right, so what this will do is if ore goes in there, it's going to turn into ingots, right? Very, very useful indeed. As a matter of fact, let's get going with that. All right, I'm going to select iron ingots because that's iron over there, right? And I am going to select iron ore. Oh, I have a nice stack of it. It'll only take 100 at a time. It'll only hold 100 too. So either way, it'll stop. If it runs out of the input, it'll stop. If it runs out of space for the output, it'll stop. All right. It's not doing anything. Oh, that's right. We need power, don't we? Okay, so we're going to work on power then. All right, so this, of course, is our source of power right now. So this is the biomass burner, and we have it nicely loaded with stuff, right? So it's also doing that wonderful pollution. It's just so glorious. All right, so what we're going to do is we need to get the power over there. So it's given us some things down on our hotbar down there. You see the first one? That's a power pole. All right, so we need concrete for that. It's one of the things we need it for. We also need the rods, and we need copper wire. All right, so what we need to do is to start getting this stuff around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 of them, right? And then I'm going to put one over, I think here will be sufficient. Yeah, there. Okay. All right, so what we need to do is we need to get the power in there. Now, you can only take one power line off of a powered device. So what that means is that if I was to hook this directly to the smelter, assuming it was nearby, I wouldn't be able to hook it to anything else. So what we're going to do is the second item there is power line, right? And I need the cable for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to go over to this. Now you see 1 of 4. Now the poles can take 4 connections. So now it's got input power. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to click this, and we're going to put that in there. Okay, so now the power is flowing from here to here. So of course, I now want to take the power from this and connect it to that. Okay, it just came to life. And you can see it is now making ingots, and I don't have to hold a button to do it. All right, so this thing is now smelting the iron ore into iron ingots. But the ingots aren't really of much use to me, are they? No, they're not. All right, so what I need to do is I need something else. So we're going to do Q again. And what we're going to do is going to make a constructor. Now what a constructor does, it's going to do what I was doing manually over there. It will take the iron ingots and it will convert them into things that we need. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to move it over a little bit here like this because I want a little bit of space because I might start doing some stuff a little bit later, right? All right. I do want it fairly lined up though. All right. That'll do. I think that'll do. I guess we'll find out immediately, won't we? All right, so what this does, I hit E. You want to pick a recipe. All right, we need 100 iron plates, so I'm going to start with iron plates, right? And actually what I could do is I can put some ingots in there. Oh, this needs power too. Right. All right, so this is going to take a power line. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so now this is going to be doing the same thing. It's making iron ingots. Pardon me, it's taking iron ingots and it's putting it to iron plates. But then again, if I have to grab it and load it in, that's not really automating now, is it? Now, the thing is, over here, now I don't have the good miner yet, so which reminds me. Boom. And how are you doing? Yeah, you know, loading more in isn't really going to help very much because it's going to get filled up there, you know? All right, so this thing now is taking ore, and it's going to make iron ingots. What we want is we want the iron ingots in here so it'll make the iron plates. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the button number 3 on the bar down there, and we're going to make a conveyor belt. So what this is going to do... Now the ingots are going to be shipped into here, so it will automatically continue to make those. Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, we still have the issue is that once this hits 100, it's going to stop, right? If this runs out of ore, it stops. If this runs out of space for the, in this case, we're making the, the iron plates, it's going to stop. Of course, if it runs out of power, the whole thing stops, right? So that's something you need to keep an eye on. But this is pretty well automated for now, right? So we're just going to let that go. All right, let's look at this again. All right, so I need the iron plates, I need the iron rods, and I need the cable. I have the concrete and the cable. Now, if I was to put down any more power poles that use concrete, I would have to make more. But I think we're good to go with that for now. So we're going to let that go. Now, like I said, there's 2 items that are missing from this little automation circle. And if we go in, we'll see it's the miner, right? Automated miner and the storage. So we're just going to come over here for a moment. So if we can get the next hub upgrade in, right, then I can make a miner right here, and that will automatically dig up the ore, put it into here. This will make it into ingots, right? It'll ship the ingots across into this constructor, right? It'll make the iron plates in this case, right? And then we'll put the storage container over here, and it'll just capture all of it. So let's just see. Okay, iron plates. It's going to grab some more iron plates there. Okay, what do I got? I got 55 of them. I need 100, right? And I need to manually load this with iron ore. Do I have any more? Yes, I do. Right, so that's making the ingots, that's shipping it into there. All right, so what I need to do is start thinking long-term about other things as well. For instance, this is making me concrete, right? So what I'm going to need is, well, actually, I should say this is getting me limestone, which I'm going to make into concrete. So in this case, I would need a miner here. I might as well just grab that. Yeah, might as well just grab it. I'm going to need a miner there, but instead of having a smelter, I'm going to be having a constructor. Because if you look at the constructor, I don't want to mess with the constructor, but let's just see if this works out here. If we go back to the recipes for a moment, you can see it can make concrete. So instead of having a smelter, the miner will go directly into a constructor, and the constructor will put it right into a storage container. So that will get me all of the concrete that I need. Now, the problem I have is up here. All right, so I need to start thinking big over here for a moment. All right, let's think about this for a second. I'm going to make another portable miner. So let's make another portable miner. Boom, okay. I may end up having to do more cable, but that's not such a big deal. Pretty easy to make. I have a lot of wire. All right. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put a miner up here. The problem, of course, is the power. So when I put a miner up here, I'm going to have something doing power as well. All right, let me just grab that stuff here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip the other miner. And I'm going to put that there. So I'm going to have 2 of them. So when I come up here, I'm going to come back with 200, you know? And by the way, I noticed that I didn't have my zapper equipped. As I do the upgrades, it's going to give me more inventory space. My inventory has been growing. So just very quickly grab that and then go off. So what I'm going to be doing is, like I said, put a miner here, have a separate power for it, right? And then what I'm going to probably do is have a conveyor belt coming all the way down here. I'll probably put ramps here just to make it nice looking and such instead of having to go through the grass or something. And then down here, I'll probably have a smelter, and then I'll have a constructor turning it into wire, and then a container grabbing all of that. So that part will be automated. So how is this doing with the plates? Because I need the plates and I need the rods because I'm being held back at the moment, right? Okay, what do we got? I got 100. I got more than 100. All right, quick. Turn this into rods. Okay, so that's going to turn that into rods. All right. For the moment, there are certain things I do not need to have in my inventory. So let's do something about that because I have a space issue. All right, I'm going to put the berries down for the moment. A little extra. You know what? I'm going to take the biomass. I'm going to put that in the thing. All right. I don't need to carry that much copper on me at the moment. All right. Let's just put the extra biomass I had in here. All right. While that's working, let's start thinking about the future. Now, I mentioned that I'm going to want to have, maybe we should do the concrete first. Let's do the concrete first. Let's start thinking in terms of the concrete here, right? All right, let's think about this. So let's do, you know what? I'm going to have to worry about the power. All right, you know what? We're going to build it, and then we're going to worry about the power, right? All right, where is it in here? It's coming in this way. Okay, hold it a second. Where is it? Here. Like that. Now, I could always pick that up if I wanted to, right? If I go to F, right, I can just grab it all, and I'll get all the materials back. Right? So that's not a big deal. In case I hate the pleasant. So I'm just thinking that might be too close. You know what? It is too close. All right, let's do this. I'm going to put it over here like this. Right? Because the thing about it is too far away is not a problem. Too close is a problem. All right, so let's put a constructor here. I made a smelter, didn't I? It's a good thing I picked it up, right? All right. What do I have? Oh, I need the reinforced plates for that. Yeah, all right. So maybe that's going to have to wait. Not too long, though. Oh, you know what? I don't want to use the... how many do I have? All right. I'll make a few extra manually just so I can make the iron reinforced plates. I think I need 3 of them. It might be screws that I need. Yeah, it is. All right. So I need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And I still have 100 of them. Good. That's what I wanted. All right. All right. So let's see. I'm going to make a constructor. And I need it coming in from that direction. Actually, I'm probably better off looking from this side, right? All right. Here. Okay, no. Okay, so what's going to happen here is we'll have a miner, and it'll put the stuff in here. I'm probably going to have to run one of these lines over here. All right, let's see. Let's put this here. And then let's switch to power. Right? Eventually, they're going to give me a second biomass burner. Probably not too long after this. So, can I run that line into there? Okay, so that now has power as well. So we'll turn that one off. All right. For the moment, however, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I want concrete. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it there. And that's going to make me concrete. Now again, I don't have the storage facility over here until I get this next upgrade. Speaking of which, how are my iron rods doing? Did you stop? Oh, did you run out? Where is the iron? More iron. I'm going to have to get more iron from the thing. 12. Okay, I ran out a long time ago, didn't I? Oh, that's really annoying. All right, give me this. And then you take this. All right. So, yeah, when you don't have the miner, you have to keep an eye on it. And, yeah, that's a little on the annoying side, but until full automation is in, it's just a thing. Now, I'm also going to need a smelter here. But what I might do is I might make something temporary. We'll see about maybe something temporary. All right, let's think about this. Smelter. I can make a smelter. So I'm going to make a smelter facing that way. Am I going to have a power issue? All right, worry about that later. Right. All right, so I have a smelter. And then what I'm going to need is, hold it a second, I'm going to need a constructor. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's coming in through this way. Oh, am I missing? Oh, that's right. I don't have the you know what? We're going to let that go for now. What I might do is I might end up using this for smelting. All right, now the thing is, I may make another power pole. See, the thing is, I'm going to get another burner here, so I'm probably just going to let that sit there for now, because I don't want everything coming off of one burner. I might even change the way this is wired over here. All right, let's see what we're doing with rods. I might have to manually make some. Okay, 23. I have 30. Okay, so let me see. I need 75. That's what I'm waiting for right now. I think I haven't used anything else that was a problem. Everything else is fine. All right, so let's just see for a second here. How many of these? I can actually make a ton of these, so why don't I just do that? Because this is really critical stuff we're waiting for. And one more. 75. All right, we're ready to go. Hub upgrade. I have everything that I need. All right, let's throw all this stuff in here. Let's throw that in there. And then let's throw that in there. And then throw the concrete in there. And then where's the cable? Throw the cable in and hit the button. Okay. All right. Ooh, nice, nice. Can I get Netflix on this? Okay, after the video, I gotta make a visit. All right, so stopping this. All right, so I can now make new things, right? New things, very important. Okay, what is this? Oh, and guess what it gave me? Yes, it did. It gave me another biomass. Do I have any more leaves? I'm going to have to collect leaves. I think it'll actually let me make it out of wood now. Hold it a second. I had wood, didn't I? Yes, I did. See, I have a new recipe now here for biomass from wood. So I'm just going to do that. All right, I got 125. That'll do for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the second one, right? Where is the biomass? This one right here. Boom. Okay. 2 times the pollution. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it? All right. So I can actually make a power pole for this one. Am I out of concrete? I'm out of concrete. All right. So I can get more concrete. As a matter of fact, I know exactly where to get concrete. Yep. I know where to get me some concrete. It's sitting right in here, isn't it? Yep. All right. Can you just hold on to that for now? All right, so I got concrete so I can make the poles. All right. Because I do want them to start working on automation for the copper as well. All right, you know what? Let's just fix the things that we need to fix. First and foremost is this. Oh, you know what I don't have? Here, stop for a minute. Change your recipe to iron plates. All right, it gave me the rods it was carrying. Are you out? I think he's out. Hold on a second. Put that in there. All right. So what do I need? I probably don't have what I need. What do I need to make my new miner? Right? All right. I now have the miner, and I also, in organization, I have a storage container. But miner comes first, of course. So let's go back to production. What do I need? All right, I need the auto miner, I need rods, and I need concrete. I'm good to go, right? So we can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the iron here. I'm also going to grab the auto miner. All right. So now I should be able to make, let's do it from like here so I get the angle right. All right. Auto miner. All right, let's see. I need it coming out this way. Hold on a minute. That should do. Boom. All right. And then turn that off. Okay, so obviously this is also going to need power. So, power, power. Okay, so now this is mining. The same thing, it'll only hold 100. Actually, yeah, it might hold 200. And there it goes. Of course, it's not really much good to us, now is it? So, did you get me plates? You did. Good, because I need them to make conveyor. All right, so we're going to hit 3. Going to make a conveyor belt here. Boom. And then we're going to turn that off. And, okay, we have automation. This is digging up ore. It's shipping the ore into this. Now this is going to automatically start turning that into ingots. Of course, the problem we're having at the moment is that once this thing has done its job, it's going to hold on to it. So we need something else, don't we? Yes, we do. So what do I need to make a storage container? I need metal plates and I need metal rods, the iron rods. All right, I should be able to do that. I might have to make some more... hold on a second, let's line that up a little, like there. Right, okay, so there we go with that. Now, do I have enough of these? Probably not. So you know what, hold on a minute. I mean, we are making them here, right? So, there we go. All right, so back to 3 and into here. Okay, it doesn't like that angle? Wait a minute. Interesting. It doesn't like the angle? All right, hold on a minute. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. All right, so why don't we just grab this back? Why don't we go back to Q, making a storage container. Comes in this way, so why don't we just... I really should give it a little space anyway. All right, and let's try that again. There we go. And now we're going to start seeing the plates. They're going to flow into this. This is now completely automated. We're going to get as many iron plates as we want. So if we look at this, he's got a lot of space. and it's just going to build up there. As long as the power goes, that's going to dig. This is going to turn them into iron ingots. This is going to turn them into iron plates at the moment, right? And this is going to put them in the storage container. Now, I did put some space in here because there's some things I'm probably going to want to do. For instance, now, if we're looking at this, at the moment it's building up. Once this gets to 100, you're going to notice that there's a little bit of a problem. What's going to happen is, you see, this thing can dig faster than this thing can turn them into ingots. So it's going to stop every once in a while, right? Because it's not efficient. The same thing here. This thing can make iron ingots faster than this thing can turn them into certain products. Now, plates aren't a problem. If we look at the plates, you notice the plates require 2 iron ingots at a time. The rods only require 1. So if I was making rods, it would stop a lot once it kind of got backed up. So, but at the moment, everything is fine. What I'm going to eventually get is I'm going to get splitters and mergers, which means that this, I can put a splitter here and have it go into 2 smelters. And in this case, I could then have the smelter, maybe this smelter here, split and go into 2 different constructors, one of them making rods and the other one making plates. Now, I also might want to do a split on the rods. The reason for that is have one of them just store the rods and maybe the other one make screws. Because remember, screws come from rods. But we do have serious automation over here now. So let's see what we can do about our other situation over here. All right. Let's just grab the concrete and then grab the miner. All right, let's see now. Do I have enough now to make a miner? All right. Are you lined up? Hold on a second. Let's just stand right in front of this. Boom. All right. Now, do I have enough plates? It doesn't like the angle. Why doesn't it like the angle? Oh, no. It's not a matter of the angle. It's a matter of I don't have enough of the plates. That's why. Gee, now where can I get iron plates? Don't know. Maybe over here where they're being created automatically, right? All right, so we're going to make this, and boom. Done. Of course, it doesn't have power. Where is... You know, in this case, this is where we start doing it. Yeah, I need the power over here for this one. So why don't we make a power pole? Put it like there. And then I'm going to make power. I'm going to take it from this one, the new one, right? And, oh, what am I missing? Cable! I don't have cable. All right, we're going to have to do that very quickly here. Cable, I can make lots of cable because I have lots of wire. All right, that should do. That should do. Okay, switching to power again. Boom. Over to here. Switching to that, and then switching to that. Okay, so let's kill this. Okay, and turn the conveyor belt off. Okay, so that is digging up the limestone now. Here, let me get the concrete. Oh, there was no concrete in here. Right, I emptied it out before. Okay, so that's going to be digging up the limestone. You can just pick it off of there if you wanted to. But we also need it stored, don't we? Yes, we do. So why don't we... Hopefully I can make one. Storage. Yes, I can. There we go. All right, where is this? Boom. And then we're going to do this. And plug that in there. And there goes the concrete. Okay, so we have automated the creation of concrete And of course, at the moment, the iron plates. But iron, right? Iron creation. So I can just go over to this at any time, say like, oh, that's really good. Can you make iron rods now? And we can see iron plate, right? And now we see iron rods coming through. Now, once I have access to conveyor belt splitters and mergers, that will be much better. I don't think we're getting that next. No, we're not. We're getting the biomass burner, which will allow me to do the copper. And we're also going to get one of our major tasks, which is the space elevator. That's going to require a lot of stuff. And a beacon and object scanner, but that's going to be next time. But today, we got a lot of automating going here. We got the iron all automated, and we got the concrete automated. So I might work a little bit over here in order to get some stuff done for copper in preparations, but that will be next time. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.